A very good evening to all of you. I am Dr. Manisha Khalse. I am working as a medical lead in Medical Affairs Division of UPIN. So on behalf of my team, I welcome you all, and especially Dr. Sucheta Chatterjee, who is also guest for today's session. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. So, ma'am, as we all aware that this yoga day, basically this session is being planned to celebrate the International Yoga Day along with women's healthcare. And this women's mental health has always been a challenge from healthcare perspective, and there has always been challenges in case of women's life. So here we are mainly celebrating International Yoga Day, how a role of yoga can benefit women's mental health. That will be the focus area for this discussion. So as we are aware that from ancient times, yoga is being practiced in the Indian culture as well as international platforms. And yoga in Sanskrit means union, and union of body, mind, and spirit. So I would like to know your views and opinion about this connection of Indian culture and yoga. So can you share more light on this?
Yoga and India go back a long time, right from the time of the Upanishads as well as ancient history. Yoga has been a very important part and parcel of our daily lives. So, yoga comes, as you said, yoga comes from the Sanskrit word yog, which means union, and that is union of the body, mind, and the spirit. So, basically, the concept is that by this union, we can achieve a moksha kind of a phase. That is a phase in which you can go to a phase where you can actually find peace. And that is the basic thing that is there in the Indian context.
So, ma'am, just wanted to know about the role of yoga in mental health. Please share your thoughts on this.
Now, it has been widely accepted that yoga decreases stress and anxiety. Now, as a person's stress and anxiety will come down, automatically the person will have improved concentration, improved patience levels, as well as improved sleep. And once the three things improves in a person's life, that is patience, concentration, and sleep, I think automatically the person's quality of life improves. The fatigue in his life disappears, and he will live a much more productive life, both personally and professionally. So that is one thing. Second, it has been now proved that yoga or a lot of forms of meditation has a role in depression, and it can also be used in patients who are right now in mild or moderate depressive patients. I think yoga has a very important role to play.
Right. So can you quote some evidence, or do you feel that yoga practicing is, especially evidence-based medicine? Or do you feel there is some evidences available in the literature which can support the use of yoga, especially in depressive patients?
Yes, definitely. I mean, depression it has been widely approved. Basically, in depression, what happens is the cortisol levels in the brain, especially the prefrontal cortical area, the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, the hippocampus, the cortisol levels increases. This is the reason why a person starts suffering from depression and shows symptoms of depression. It has been proved scientifically that by doing yogas like pranayam, which is basically breathing exercises, or like yoga, like mindfulness meditation, it has been seen and approved that the cortisol level in the brain in these areas come down. As a result of which, the patient feels better and symptomatically also improves. There's been a lot of evidence in that, and we can also use it like an adjunct therapy along with antidepressants, like we use like SSRIs or SNRIs or TCs or whatever we're using. Along with that, if we use yoga as an adjunct therapy, I think it is going to act wonderfully overall, and it will improve the prognosis of the patient.
Great, ma'am. Great. Very nice. Actually, nicely described. At the end of this session, would you like to have some concluding remarks that how yoga can help not only mental health of women but all in general public? How? What are your concluding remarks? The same for the same.
I would like to conclude. I would like to say yoga practice. We practice yoga both your mental strength as well as positive energy around you will improve, as a result of which your moral will improve. So as a result, your productivity will improve, and you will have a much more hopeful, fruitful, and happy life. So I think for all that, I think a person should practice yoga and make it a part of their daily routine, at least 30 minutes in a day, so that their quality of life improves.
Great, ma'am. Very nicely described. Thank you very much for your valuable information and valuable inputs. I think this will be a kind of end of the session. We'll wrap up here. And thank you very much because you have taken time out also from your busy practice. And, in the evening time, you came here to share your insights. I am really, truly thankful. Mr. Amit, would you like to take over from this end?
Yes, ma'am. So thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Sucheta. Thank you, Dr. Manisha. Ma'am, as you aptly mentioned, the mental, as many people, throughout the day, we have time for each and everything. So like you have rightly mentioned, we should take some time out, for the physical as well as for the some physical workout in the form of yoga, and especially for the females. Madam, anything that you would like to add, especially for the working females who are multitasking, who are working moms or something like that, like who always have a problem that we don't have time to do exercise? Some concluding remark, ma'am, before we finally end.
I think one thing I would like to say is that young mothers, or mothers of all age group, for matter of fact, never feel that you are always in a position of stress, because I feel that it is very important for a mother. For a mother, I think balance is the most important thing in a mother's life, a time and everything and energy. So you can work through the day, but find half an hour, 1 hour for yourself, and that is your me time, and that is the time where you should do what you like best. You can read books, you can watch movies, you can do anything that you want to do. That is your time. You can stitch, you can cook. That is absolutely your time. And I think all young mothers and mothers of all age groups should find that time for themselves. I mean, your family is very important, but you are important as well. So we should remember that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And thanks for coming over here, taking out a time from your busy schedule. We will look in future also. We'll look forward to get insights from you regarding that. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.